All right, we got a little after 7 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and get started. And I will now call the June 23rd, 2025 Erlanger Board of Adjustment hearing to order. And we will take a roll call to determine if we have a quorum. Mr. Terry Farrow is not here today. Mr. John McVeigh.
Present.
Mr. Noah Osterhag.
Present.
Mr. Eric Rolfe.
Present.
And myself, Mr. Bob Boyan, present. We do have a quorum. Gentlemen, you have received a copy of the minutes for the May 19th, 2025 Board of Adjustment special hearing. Are there any additions or corrections to be made at this time?
Nope. None that I can see.
Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion that the minutes be adopted as presented.
Adopted.
Mr. Rolfe, and seconded by Mr. Osterhag. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Being none, minutes approved. Are there any postponements to be of any scheduled business items that need to be made?
Not today, Mr. Chairman.
Very good. All right, and normally before we open up the public hearing, I walk through our policies and procedures, but we have a fairly limited audience, so I think I'll skip that one tonight. So one thing I do want to make a comment, I believe both of the two gentlemen here, Mr. Jeff Talkers, the land consultant, and Todd McCurdy, the applicant. Correct, right, so that's everybody in the audience, everyone signed. So I'll go ahead and open up the public hearing where we have one item on this evening's agenda, which is, bear with me here. First item, BOA-25-0019, 3126 Dixie Highway, applicant land consultants per Jeff Talkers, PE on behalf of Pat Patel and Timothy Lynch. The request is a variance request to the community commercial zone of the Erlanger zoning ordinance to decrease the side yard setback from 10 feet to 5.19 feet. In summary, the applicant is proposing to split the parcel into two separate lots, with a new lot line being 5.19 feet from the existing rear building corner where 10 feet is required. And we have Mr. Dembo up there. Do you have a copy of your report that I can submit?
Yes, I do. I have a copy of the report and the presentation and the submitted materials for the record.
Perfect. You can bring it on up. I appreciate it. Thanks, sir. And Mr. Dembo, were the appropriate notifications made?
Yes, notification was given per KRS 100 requirements.
Thank you very much. And to all board members, any conflicts of interest?
None.
Nope.
There being none. To all board members, are there any site visits to declare?
Nope.
Nope.
There also being none. All right, and Mr. Dembo, I think you have a guest with you today. He'll be presenting, so I will let you do an introduction, and then I will swear him in as we normally do. Go ahead.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And again, for the record, I am Patrick Denbo, Senior Planner with PDS staff, and I'm pleased to introduce to you Sean Johnson. He is interning with us from the University of Cincinnati for the summer, and he is an urban studies major, so he's going to be jumping in and doing the presentation, and then, of course, we'll be here for questions afterwards.
Perfect. I appreciate it. And welcome, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you.
If you would, I need to swear you in here, so if you would please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
And Mr. Dembo took the oath as well. Thank you. And for the record, Mr. Johnson, one more time, would you please state your name and your position with PDS?
Thank you. For the record, my name is Sean Johnson, and I'm with PDS staff as an intern.
All right. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Thank you. The applicant is requesting a variance request to reduce the required side yard setback within the CC Community Commercial Zone of the Erlanger zoning ordinance. The applicant is proposing to split the parcel into two separate lots, with the new lot line being 5.19 feet from an existing rear building corner where 10 feet is required. The site in question is approximately 2.4 acres and is located north of Dixie Highway and southeast of the railroad. The southern portion of the property currently contains a Mike's Car Wash, and the northern portion of the property contains an existing building for RAD Truck Works. The surrounding area is primarily commercial and industrial. The site is zoned community commercial. The surrounding adjacent properties are community commercial with general industrial to the north. The CC Community Commercial Zone is subject to the following area and height requirements. There is no minimum lot area. The minimum front yard depth is 15 feet. The minimum side yard width is 10 feet, and the minimum rear yard depth is 10 feet as well. The existing land use is commercial. The surrounding area is primarily commercial and industrial with some institutional uses further out. This is a submitted site plan. Here we have the existing property line. Here we have the split in the property line. Next, we have the existing building for RAD Truck Works. And lastly, we have the rear building corner, which is 5.19 feet from the property line, and 10 feet is required. As was stated, the applicant is requesting a variance to reduce the required yard setback. The applicant is proposing to split the parcel into 2 separate lots, with the new lot line being 5.19 feet from an existing rear building corner, where 10 feet is required. The Erlanger zoning ordinance states the minimum side yard depth within the CC zone is 10 feet. The proposed property line will have a minimum side yard setback of 5.19 feet from the existing RAD Truck Works building. In making these determinations, the board shall consider, are there special circumstances? Oh, I'm sorry, let me go back one. Before any variance is granted, the board must find that the variance will not adversely affect the public health, safety, or welfare, will not alter the character, will not cause a hazard, and will not allow for an unreasonable circumvention of the requirements of the zoning regulations. In making these determinations, the board shall consider, are there special circumstances? Yes, the requested variance does arise from special circumstances. Although more than one principal building is permitted per lot within the zone, most examples of this consist of shopping strips rather than 2 distinct buildings being developed within one property. Additionally, the RAD Truck Works building is not oriented parallel to the lot line, causing its corner to be closer to the proposed lot line. Would the strict application of the provisions deprive the applicant of reasonable use or create an unnecessary hardship? Yes, the strict application of the provisions of the zoning ordinance would deprive the applicant of the reasonable use of land. It is reasonable for the owner to want to create a separate lot for each existing building. Are there circumstances that result of actions taken by the applicant? No, staff finds that the application is not the result of actions taken by the applicant. The applicant identified the need for the variance during the normal permitting process. Staff is providing a favorable recommendation. The variance will not adversely affect the public health, safety, or welfare, will not alter the essential character of the general vicinity, will not cause a hazard or nuisance to the public, and will not allow an unreasonable circumvention of the requirements of the zoning regulation. It will allow the property to be split into 2 lots, which would allow Mike's Car Wash to purchase and be able to separate the tax bill for each new parcel. The existing RAD Trucks building is not oriented parallel to the lot line, causing its corner to be closer to the proposed lot line. Are there any questions?
Thank you very much, Mr. Johnson. Well done.
Thank you.
Anybody have any questions? I think we're good. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
And Mr. McCurdy, you're the applicant. Would you like to speak, or are you having Mr. Talkers? I don't need to speak. Don't, okay. Mr. McCurdy passes, so Mr. Talkers?
Hello, I'm Jeff Talkers. I'm the engineer with Land Consultants.
Very good. If you would, real quick, I do need to swear you in. So if you would raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And if you would, just one more time for the record, name and your role.
Jeff Talkers, I'm the engineer with Land Consultants.
Gotcha. Very good. Thank you.
Just wanted to mention that the main reason for this lot split is so that it can be separated into 2 lots, 2 tax bills, because right now there's 1 tax bill being split between the 2 businesses. And of course, the Mike's Car Wash is much more valuable, so it was much smarter to split it into 2 lots, and I believe the owner, Pat Patel, will then sell the lot to Mike's. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Mr. Talkers, comments? Nope, being none. And Mr. McCurdy, speak now, forever hold your peace. I will pass. He passes again, okay. I will now go ahead and close the public comment portion of the hearing, and we'll open discussion amongst the board members. Is there any discussion to be had? Being none, I think this one's pretty straightforward. So I'll go ahead and close the discussion by the board members and invite any board member to make a motion.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion. I would like to make the following motion with reference to file BOA 250019, a variance reducing the required minimum side yard setback with the CC Community Commercial Zone of the Erlanger zoning ordinance. I move to approve the variance based on the facts and consideration contained in the staff report, and based on the testimony of staff and witness present at the public hearing. The variance will not adversely affect the public health, safety or welfare, alter the essential character of the general vicinity, will not cause a hazard or nuisance to the public, and will not allow any unreasonable circumvention of the requirements of the zoning regulation.
All right, thank you, Mr. McVeigh. Do we have a second?
A second.
Mr. Osterhag seconds. Again, a vote of yes is to approve the variance as requested, and we'll take a roll call vote. Mr. McVeigh.
Yes.
Mr. Osterhag.
Yes.
Mr. Rolfe.
Yes.
And myself, Bob Whalen, yes. It passes unanimously. Congratulations. You guys are free to go if you want. We can just need to wrap up our meeting, so if you would just leave quietly, I appreciate it. I will now close the public hearing portion of tonight's meetings. And are there any preliminary hearings to discuss?
Not at this time, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. Are there any rehearing appeals to discuss?
No.
None either. To the board, any board items to discuss? Nope, being none as well. And to Patrick and Mr. Johnson, any staff items to discuss? Being none as well. And the audience is cleared out, so nothing there. Next meeting I have, do we have a next meeting for July? Nothing yet?
Nope, nothing in.
Nothing yet, okay, perfect. I'll now open the floor for a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Mr. Osterhag makes a motion, and a second by Mr. Rolfe. Those in favor? Aye. Those opposed, being none, we are adjourned. Thank you.
That was good.